good evening, good afternoon, I guess it is actually for all the viewers. It is a special edition of LOR Tier 2 brought to you by Icewind and OceanChief. So good evening to you as well, sir, on the
I am
commentary
glad
bench.
glad to be invited back to commentate another race and Saudi Arabia. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we were supposed to do this like a few weeks ago, but we had some communication mishap there, and we're gonna do it now instead. So yeah, Saudi Arabia, Jeddah circuit. Track length is a little bit over 6 kilometers, and there's of course no LOR lap record for this race because it is the first time we race on this track in LOR. It's gonna be 25 laps in the race today, and the track itself is quite long, so there are actually 27 corners, probably most of any track at the moment on the calendar. So yeah, should be an interesting one, a very very fast circuit. On the screen you can also see the current driver lineup. I hope it's roughly correct anyway. I checked it on from the website. I'm not sure if that was entirely up to date, but should be close enough. So couple of familiar names for you as well. Chief, I think, Magnus, Keyboard Magnus, and of course Meepo, those guys. So
yeah, and a few other guys as well I recognize. I'll probably not be able to pronounce most of these, so I apologize in advance for
it'll be fine.
rhyme committed. Please don't be too offended. But yeah, it's a Jeddah street circuit. It's a very interesting one. I mean, it's all about it's one of the fastest. I think it's the fastest street circuit on the calendar.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Actually, I'm looking at some stats here, and it says the fastest street circuit that the sport has ever visited. So it's 6.1 kilometers long, and it's this is the second year that it's been on the F1 calendar, but it's been a real popular one for league racers. So yeah, it's usually is quite dramatic. We've seen some dramatic races both in the league and in real F1. So hopefully more of the same to come.
Yeah, and I have a few pointers here as well, which actually are some of the same ones that we already mentioned here. So it is the fastest street circuit on the calendar, as we said, and apparently in history as well. So yeah, it's only a few like really slow corners on the lap. I think like turn 1 and 2, and then maybe the final corner on the circuit. But beyond that, it's basically just lift and then full back on the throttle again. So DRS and tow are going to be very very helpful around here in the race. There are several overtaking opportunities that I've seen in the league races that I've done here. So the main straight, of course, with the DRS, and then the short DRS straight, which is actually not there in real life, by the way. They do not have that section there. So the track map here is the real life version, but in game there is a short DRS straight from turn, I think it's 12 to 13 between there. In game there is a DRS straight there, but in real life there is not. You know, just Codemasters things, I guess, but it is what it is. And then there's the long full throttle section from turn 17 to 22. I've also seen people being able to surprise others there with some clever battery usage. And then, of course, the longest DRS section on the back straight from turn 24 to 27, the final corner of the track. That's also a great overtaking opportunity. Yeah, I suppose that's about it for the track. For the strategy side, overall tire deck is very low, so strategy should be an easy soft medium. But as you already said as well, Chief, there's a very high chance for a safety car around here, and that can mix everything up quite a bit.
Yeah, street circuit, and yeah, you know, I'm reading here 3/4 of the lap is spent at full throttle. So yeah, there's plenty of chance for some safety car action, and yeah, we've seen that in the real F1. You know how kind of crucial it can be and how dramatic it can be. So yeah, I've been looking forward to this one, especially LOR. Some tasty names on the board at the minute, loading into the game.
Yep, just a very quick glance on the championship standings as well. So Mickey Mouse is a pretty clear leader at the moment, and he's leading by 133 points. Or rather at 133 points. Then uimaopettaja, which is actually, well, swimming teacher in English, if you want to know that. But anyway, he's a reserve driver, but he's second in the championship at the moment. And then Tunari and Mipo in close proximity at 100 and 104 points. On the team side, Williams is leading by 53 points, so pretty clear lead for them. And then AlphaTauri and Mercedes for second and third at the moment. And I guess we'll jump in the game then. And I'm gonna hope that I've set everything correctly. Yeah, should be fine. So yeah, little bit of a wait before anybody goes on track. And I'm guessing we're not gonna get any rain today.
Yeah, I don't think so. Although the clouds above look pretty grey, but yeah, I don't think there's going to be any rain at Jeddah today, as the sun is trying to come out. As we see Sinister beginning his outlap, a few drivers joining him on track.
Yep. And Sinister, actually, I'm gonna change quickly something on my graphic settings because I've apparently messed something up here. Let's see.
Well, just while you do that, one thing I've found with this track is,
Yep.
you know, the track limits. I mean, if you can be very bold with the track limits, you can find a lot of pace. I'm not very bold, but I'm sure these drivers are, and I've seen some other, high-end drivers, and it's just incredible how they take some of these faster corners, especially towards the end of the track. Really are just maximizing the complete use of the track, just to get that extra, carry that extra speed through. And yeah, you have to be very, very, and I think this is why we're potentially gonna have maybe one or two safety cars on this one, because of that fact. You really have to go balls to the walls.
Yeah, and we're gonna see Sinister start his first run in a moment, and I'll maybe try to walk you through this. I'm not very good at this, like hard size, and unlike hard size, very good in Finnish commentating through this. Hot classes, here we go. Sinister on the main straight, DRS open, and lining his car up on the right hand side for the braking zone into turn 1. And here once again you want to cut these curbs quite a bit. He doesn't quite catch the turn 2 apex there, but onward he goes. And then there's like the one slow corner on this track, and he goes very wide, and that's track invalidation, unfortunately, there. So yeah, it's one of the corners where the track limit is actually the curb and not the, or I guess technically I think the white line is actually just on the other side of the curb there, but yeah, the track limit is a little different. Anyway, who is the McLaren that was behind him? That's Matu.
That's Matu, yeah. So Matu, a bit of conservative through sector 1. Maybe just, wanting to get a banker lap in here, but is valid for now, as we see him just throw it into the right left-hander there, and onto this long kind of weaving straight, and DRS will be activated.
Yeah, and here's the next corner, the left-hander here is where the track limit is once again on the other side of the curb, as you would expect. Ooh. And yeah, just about invalid.
Maybe not being too conservative there, but yeah, I was thinking that earlier. Yeah, you really have to extend the track as much as possible to get the maximum out of the car, but that's the risk you carry, is invalidating your whole lap. As in, I'm looking at Keyboard Magnussen, P15 currently, no time set on the board, of course, but yeah, he's obviously going for that conservative option as well. And I don't know how is he on the keyboard for this one? It looks like he is.
I think he's still on the keyboard currently, but we know he's picked up a wheel, but he's still practicing, I think, for that. Leze actually sets the first time on the board, 27.9. Not too bad. Not too bad for a first run.
Yeah, low 27, probably going to get you in the top 10. I mean, I've seen 26s. I don't know about how fast these guys are going to be able to go today. And track condition. Oh, and Keyboard Magnussen, just gets it wrong there. Clips the wall. Decides to continue though, and just put a lap time on the board, which is probably a sensible thing to do.
Yeah, this, I think, is, if there's like one track that is not a keyboard track, it's definitely this one, because you have to be, you have to have that smoothness of the wheel or controller that you can have on the inputs, and the keyboard does complete a lap, but it's gonna be quite far down the road, so 32.2 for him only. And then one of the fast boys, at least previously, Pagel, how do we pronounce him in English? I don't know. But anyway, he's starting his lap 30.2 for the first sector, and that is really fast for sector 1. Purple first sector, I think.
Carrying a lot of speed for here. Seems quite confident with the track limits, so I think this will be a good lap time here.
Yeah, and there were some questions in the chat why we're having this stream in English, but yeah, we were supposed to do this for the British GP earlier this season, but we unfortunately were unable to do that, so we're gonna do it today, because otherwise we wouldn't have had a stream, so we decided to do something special for today. So, yeah.
Yeah, I am learning Finnish, but so far I've only learned one word, so it's work in progress. It might take a while.
I think they taught that to you on the Rust server we used to play on, right? So.
Yeah, I don't think I can repeat it on stream either.
No, it's not a good take, I guess. But yeah, Paguel seems really fast around this lap, and 26 even, 26.9. So, wow, that's something I wouldn't have expected to see in Tier 2, like, you know, on the basically a banker lap for him. 26.9, wow.
Yeah, so most cars back in the pits, but I think Sinister is the first guy back out on an out lap here.
Why is Paguel in L2, by the way? Like, just an honest question, because he's done some really good races in Tier 1 as well. Anyway, we're not concerned about that at the moment, but yeah, that is really fast. I think I would struggle to do that quite hard.
Yeah, I don't think I've even got into the 27s in this track, to be honest with you, in quali.
Yeah, 26.9 is really fast, because you remember the charity event we had just a week ago, whenever it was, but oh, and Sinister, yeah, invalidates there, right?
Yeah, again, just showing how easy it is done. He's gonna. Oh, and there's a Red Bull, yeah.
Yeah, the Red Bull of Karhu, yeah, he's in trouble there, and he's gonna struggle to turn that car around in that section there, but I suppose manages to do it eventually and gets underway again.
Not impacting Sinister too much there, as he had invalidated by that point already.
Yeah, and I think the pole in that charity event, which had like some really, really fast boys, was like a low 26 or something like that, but that's like, you know, close to esports pace, I think. And I think
I think it was
really...
you. Yeah, it was you that told me this is a track you need to go full send on, and that's something I lack. So I'm not very good at this track, but yeah, 26. That's a full send lap for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think Matu is the next guy to go again. He invalidated his first run. And Matu also one of the faster boys in Tier 2 so far this season. So expecting a fast time here on the board if he can keep it within the white lines. And once again, this next corner here, the track limit is on the other side of the curve that you would expect. So you can go wide like this, exactly what he does. And get away with that. And then this is like just hanging on the... Oh, and I thought that would have been invalid, but not quite. And gets away with that, and it's a 30.6, so still 4/10 down even on Paguel in Sector 1. Kinda underlines how good a time that is in P1 at the moment. And where's Meepo, by the way? Meepo's only gone out on mediums, I think.
Yeah, I'm expecting Meepo to do well here. I have seen him.
Yeah.
I think it was in the event, wasn't it? He did quite well on Jeddah.
Yeah, it was 6th, I think, at the end. So yeah, Meepo, and Meepo also like. I think he's basically got a podium streak here in L2, Tier 2, for a few races in a row. But yeah, expecting Meepo to be somewhere there at the top as well.
P2 currently is it Leze?
Yep. Yep.
He is on a flyer here. I'm just trying to see his Sector 2 time, see if he's up on his time, but been watching his onboard, and he's slightly up, just slightly up. So
yep, Matu goes 3rd there, and Leze is about to snatch that away from. Oh, he's actually ahead of him. Sorry, I checked that wrong. So Leze might improve here, but it's nowhere near good enough for Paguel.
Nice and tidy for the final corner there, and pedal to the metal, DRS, ERS, and it's
lagging a little for me, this car.
Yeah, slight improvement there. Yeah, a bit of lag as well might have affected his lap somewhat there, but big lag now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he had
Thankfully,
something
it comes out
similar
of
in the
that.
previous race, so it's not good. Can we pick up the championship leader Mickey Mouse in Sector 1 here? See what he can do. He's in P5 at the moment, and it's an improvement for him in Sector 1 by 3/10 even, so this is looking good for him.
We've the Mercedes one into P3 there. I'm not even going to attempt to say that guy's name.
You can call him swimming teacher if you want.
Swimming teacher. Okay.
That's what it is basically in Finnish.
Yeah, he gets himself into 27s there, 27.848. So good luck from him.
Yeah, and also one of the faster boys. He did drop the reserve lately. Mickey Mouse actually improving by 4/10 here, so he could possibly be jumping to P2 here if he gets the final sector right. And just this long DRS straight toward the final corner, and then this tricky braking zone where you actually have to get the nose in right there and can't be too aggressive on the throttle. Remember Max Verstappen hitting the wall there in quali last season?
Yeah.
And there he goes in P2 for Mickey Mouse.
Nicely done. Megan Pope as well, getting himself up into the second row.
Indeed.
Who else we got out there at the minute?
Sinister, I think, is on his third attempt. He still doesn't have a time on the board. And let's see if he can now keep it within the lines here in turn 22. And a little bit of a little bit conservative through there, I guess, just to get a time on the board, and he should be getting one now, because I think there's no way to invalidate here in the final sector. And we have a yellow flag, but I think that's just a slow going car, I guess.
Yeah, Tunare as well, getting himself into the 27s. Meebo yet to
wasn't really sure what Meepo was doing there, because he was out there on the medium tires and sort of just driving around the track. I don't know, last minute practice or whatever, but he's going out now on the soft tire. So let's see, maybe Meepo is gonna put a representative time on the board as well. I did tell him like previously that he should probably just, you know, he's been trying to do the reverse strategy quite a few times in a row, and it sort of backfires on him because there's a safety car at the wrong time for him, and I've just told him that, you know, just go out on the softs, you're fast enough to get on the front row, and take your race from there. Let's see if he chooses to do that.
Yeah, just ahead of him on a lap is Sinister, who is valid, or his lap is still valid here as he's in Sector 2. He does seem to be a lot more conservative this time. Obviously he wants to just get a better lap time on the board, but he has to be careful. He can't be too conservative here.
I think he's backed out Chief though, because his battery is on off position, I think so. He's, and Paguel improves again, 26.9, and wow. I mean, I don't want to be like the, you know, the spoil sport here, but why is he in tier 2 today? But anyway. Because I think he's been on the podium in tier 1 even, so maybe not quite there. I'm not sure why he's here, but let's not worry about it for now, I guess. It's my favorite pastime to complain about too fast drivers in the wrong tiers, but that's what I do. Anyway, Gobo in Sector 1 improving. He was well off the track there, but for some reason the game didn't invalidate that lap for him. And actually like taps the wall there, I think, on the outside of turn 13. And yeah, on his way, so Gobo, pretty tame time, 28.6 for now. He's also, I know he's quite fast if he just hooks that lap together. And I think he's, yep.
Sorry, I just running more about Meepo. Just tapped the wall there, no damage done, but yeah, he's on a flyer and he saw us. In the back end just twitches on him there. He managed to catch it just in time.
Yeah, improving in Sector 1. No, I think he's going for it if I can see it at least.
Yeah, using all the track there, so might get a bit of slipstream off Nordic ahead here, and always to make his way through 2 cars here. So hopefully, Iku, is it Iku?
Yeah, it's Elku, but I don't know.
Elku.
Yeah,
Yep.
something like that. It's close enough. And yeah, Meepo across the line. I didn't see his second sector split, but it's a 28, only a 28-1 for Meepo though. So not the perfect lap for him yet. I'm saying I'm saying only because I know what he's capable of. So
yeah, I expected him to be in the 27s at least, but I think that's his last chance, really.
yeah,
Isn't it?
it is because he's out of time, right? So yeah, I guess maybe he's gonna hope for drops out of the top 10 and gets a free tire choice or something. I don't know. And, let's see.
Yeah, a lot of yellow flags going up here as cars are obviously pulling out of the way of these guys on hot laps. Swimming teacher is up 2/10 on his time. He's currently P6. May jump up a few spots with that if he's able to carry that time through.
Yeah, all the way possibly even to P2 if he can get this middle sector right. He had to lift there a little bit through turn 14, but seems quite nice and tidy otherwise. And then this long flat out section toward the second split, and let's see what it is. 3/10 up even, so this could be potentially a P2 time here.
Ooh.
Really aggressive through there, that's what you gotta do. So might get a, well no, I think the car ahead is a little bit too far to pick up any tow from that, and then just the final corner to go for a swimming teacher, and he's gonna pop his DRS open here and across the line, and let's see where it is. It is P3.
P3.
Elko actually has gone to P2 there ahead of him.
Yeah, nice lap from the Alpha, yeah.
Yep. And then we have Mickey Mouse, who was improving, but has now invalidated, so unfortunate for him. That would have been 3/10 up on his time, so he could have potentially snatched P2 back, but that's his lap done. Let's see if there's anybody else we can pick up here.
Matu in P7 did improve by 2/10 there. He jumped up a few spots. So
Nordic gonna give up that lap. Then we have oh my god, another one for you to pronounce. Olterman in the other McLaren. Oh god.
wow.
It's a Finnish cheese make that name.
Well, funny enough, Jetta sounds like cheddar to me. So
yeah. Well, maybe we'll call him cheese or something. Oh, and he actually goes around there. And I think that's his lap done. And he was. Is there anybody else? Megan Pope might be on a lap here. Yeah, about the last one I think who is on a lap. Pugwell behind him, maybe on another lap as well, but let's see what Megan Pope can do into Sector 1. He's currently sitting in P5, and he's marginally up on his time, but he's gonna have to find a little bit more than that to get any positions here.
Yeah, Pagwell as well is slightly up on his time, just under a 10th.
Yep.
So looking to cement that P1 spot, but I don't think anyone's gonna bother him at the minute. Ooh,
no, I wouldn't
expect.
Touch
the wall. Ooh, he does touch the wall a little bit there, but no damage done.
And he's a few corners behind Megan Pope there. Dunari actually improves there and pops up to P5 there, so it's a very good lap from him.
Pagwell actually hit the wall again and backs out. That time a bit more contact than the last time. Maybe a bit of damage picked up, but yeah, I think he's secure pull anyway.
Yeah, Megan Pope is improving here, so he could possibly get back his P5 from Tunari, who picked it up from him just a few corners ago, and goes a little wide there in the final corner, but just manages to carry still some speed there, so let's see. Oh, and he decides to give that one up, so lost too much time there, I guess. And I think that is about it. I don't think there's really anybody else on a lap at the moment, so...
Yeah, that is it. That is our grid for today.
Yep.
So in the end, yeah, Pagwell, pole position, but Elku, P2, and not too far behind, so... And I mean, this is the kind of track, you just have a slight bit of contact with the wall and it can ruin your day. So...
Yep. Yeah, and it's... I suppose that's what's gonna make this race interesting. And I think we also saw that in the charity event where like the fastest guys got into trouble by hitting the wall a few times and stuff like that. So I think expecting plenty more of that in this race too.
Yeah, and if there is safety cars, of course, it will
Yeah.
bunch everybody up again, and yeah, chaos ensues usually. But
I think even at the SLR race we had like 13 drivers or something, and we still had like 3 safety cars or whatever it was. So, so yeah, there we go. Um, Qualifying results: so Paguel on pole, Elku second, and swimming teacher in third. And then Mipo actually starts in P10, so that's like the most annoying position for him, I guess. He didn't really hook that lap up for today, so yeah. Let's see what he can do in the race.
yeah, Strat here, as you said at the start of the stream, soft medium, so it's quite an easy soft medium as well.
Yeah, the deck is very low on this track, so you technically can do a lot of laps on any tire you need to in the race, and just the safety car stuff can sort of change that quite a bit, and we're about to find out. 20 seconds until we go on the formation lap. Coyote in chat, why are you not racing today, Coyote, if you hear me? I was expecting you on track. But I wanted to see you on track. Coyote picked up his first win this season finally after about how many years? 4 or 5 years of trying, whatever it is.
Wow, excellent. Congrats, man. It's a good feeling, the first league race one.
Yeah, you know it well. Just from well, it was a couple of seasons ago already, wasn't it? In the previous game, actually, the
Yeah,
very
Monaco.
very unlikely win in Monaco. Yeah. Yeah. So onto the formation lap we go. Led by Paguel and yeah, Hartza in P15. We know. Incidentally, we know that Hartza has a wheel nowadays, but he's I think he's been a bit shy to start racing on that yet, and he was sort of thinking about maybe in the new game or something like that. He wants to get a little bit of practice done first. And
Yeah.
well, you haven't gone from a keyboard to a wheel, but I think you went from a pad to a wheel, and it is a big change, right? So
Yeah, I actually have a video on my channel where I show how bad I was at the very start, and I literally couldn't even get to the start of a lap. You know, on the TT, I would crash on the final corner exit onto the straight. But yeah, it just you just need to grind it. I think so. It might be wise this late in the season. Yeah.
Oh.
Meepo disqualified.
So what did they do? They've the other guy he's crashed with. You can call him if you remember all of these translations, but that's sort of case. I would say case. You know, a computer case.
Okay.
Cotello. Or you can just call him
Cotello.
Cotello. Yeah, you can call him that as well. It's fine.
It's close enough.
So I wonder what's happened between them. They've had some sort of contact, and no tire warm up for them.
Another driver dropping out of the session there, Leze and P7. That's not good. Hopefully, he can get back in time.
Yeah, I think he was the guy who had some lag issues, right? And I think that was the case in the previous race as well last week. And let's hope it doesn't break the lobby or something, because we had some issues last week with that. So let's see what happens here. He's joined back again now. But I think the AI is gonna take the start. I don't think he can get control of his car until after the start. Anyway, the last cars are heading down to the grid. Sinister, Keyboard, Magnussen, and Karhu, and then we can get this race underway. And should I call the start?
Yes,
or?
Yes,
Okay,
100%. Yeah, yep.
I'll try. So, let's see the final car setting itself on the grid, and then we are gonna get the starting lights. We have 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and the 12th GP of this season is underway. Paguel seems to get away decently well, but I think he's under pressure from 2 cars behind him, but he does manage to actually hold that. So Elku slots in second, Uimabet there third, and I think there's some sort of contact at the back there, right? So
yeah, McLaren and a Ferrari got tangled up. I think it was Matu and Leslie. So Leslie's dropped down from P7 to P9 because of that.
And oh no, there's a big crash at the background indeed, and Lese has lost the wheel and he's out of this race. And let's see if that's at least the VSC. Let's see if if that gets upgraded into a full safety car. Just the VSC for now.
Yeah, Leslie not having a great start there. He was, first of all, he kicked out of the session, and yeah, all I saw, turn 1, turn 2, just a bit of contact, that's all it takes, and unsettled the car. And
yeah, the walls are closed, so
we're down to 15 drivers here, but Paguel getting off to a great start there, keeping the lead for now. And it's all about timing this virtual safety car restart. As you know, it can be quite tricky. You don't want to lose too much delta on the restart.
I was trying to check if somebody picked up damage there from that incident, and I think Meepo might be missing a bit on his front wing. Yes, he is on the left hand side, so gone from bad to worse for Meepo. Oh, and Paguel gets a drive-through. That might make this interesting because he's so fast. And is he gonna? He's gonna continue for now. He's gonna try to drive away with the front a little while, and then serve that penalty. And we go racing as well. Yep.
That is a disaster, especially when all the cars are bunched up at the start of the race. Even if he stays out for a couple of laps, he is going to come out in traffic for sure. And there's Meepo in the pits at the back. That's who he is, changing that front wing.
Yeah, and side by side into turn 4 or 5, whatever that is, with Matu and Megan Pope. I'm having trouble saying these Finnish names today instead of you, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing a few track extensions already here, so I would say a fair few drivers have a warning to the name. But something we didn't discuss is the split in strategy here. A lot of guys started outside the top 10 on these medium tires, so that's another factor in this race.
Yeah, definitely the best guy on those medium tires at the moment at Gobo in P8, who actually touched the wall there a few corners ago, but he seems to have got away with that, luckily for him. And he's in that train with those medium tires. He's gonna have to use some battery here to keep up though with Matu, because he's pulling away at the moment a little bit.
Aston Martin just going side by side here. Actually, Sinister just backed out completely there. Looked like he had a run on Keyboard Magson, but decides to stay behind for now. And Keyboard, you can really see him struggling here with these track limits. Yeah, the Keyboard is not friendly to this track. And another move up ahead. Cotello gets the move on Gobo, and it's up to P8 for Cotello.
Yep. Paguel sets the fastest lap of the race and also has extended that lead to Elku by a little bit, so he's over a second away, so no DRS for Elku at the moment in P2, but Paguel I think will have to serve that penalty. Is that at the end of this lap or maybe next lap, yeah? And that's gonna cost him. I'm not entirely sure how much, but I think he's gonna be pretty much behind Karhu, probably at least 16 seconds away. And yeah, Meepo having switched that front wing, he's 16 seconds away from the next car, so he's definitely gonna be waiting for that safety car. I wonder if you can, like, theoretically run those mediums to the end from here if you really have to, but yeah. Of course they're not gonna be great at the end if he does that.
Ooh, Elku just glancing off the wall there. I'm riding on board with Swimming Teacher and got a good view of that. It looks like Swimming Teacher's using a bit more ERS in Elku as well, just to keep up. But oh, and he has got a bit of a run here, but putting Elku under pressure, which is what you need to be doing here. You want to make the guy ahead, you know.
Yep.
Oh, and he's getting a run here. He does have the ERS, and he's blasting the ERS as well, making this move on the outside, making it look easy. Up to P2 for Swimming Teacher.
Yeah, and I wonder if Elko picked up some sort of damage from glancing that wall. Maybe not. He's at least that's probably gonna get him back here into turn 1, isn't he, with DRS? So down the inside he goes, and ahead of the Mercedes again.
Yeah, Matu as well, up to P5, getting the move done on Megan Pope with the help of DRS. There's three guys here running very close together, and there's Paguel in the pit serving that drive-through penalty. Comes out in P10,
Only.
just about ahead of Duep.
Oh, and we have a yellow flag in sector 1. Is that did Aston Martins get tangled or
Oh
tangled up or
dear.
something? Because get the bros out there. So yeah.
Yeah, first time penalty as well coming in. P5 Matu picks up that 3 seconds.
Yep.
Running on lap 4.
Yep. Easy to pick up those penalties on this track. I would know. I think I had 9 seconds or whatever it was in the SLR race.
Oh, oh, that was quite a hard glance off the wall. He might have got away with that. I don't see any visual damage. But yeah, I think, you know, well, one thing that happens whenever you do hit the wall, it affects your confidence.
Yep.
And he's
Really
I think he might have
struggling.
picked up a penalty. Oh, he's got a lot of pressure here from swimming teacher. DRS is activated for a swimming teacher, and he will get this moved on, I think. Yeah, he does indeed. Makes it look easy.
Great camera angle there for once, by the way, from the game. And yeah, he does pick that up. But I think Elko is once again gonna bet him back here. And no, he's on a pit.
Oh, Elko's in
actually.
the pits. Yeah.
He must
so
have
he
picked
has
damage.
indeed
Yeah.
picked up damage. Oh,
Yeah.
and 5 second speeding penalty.
Oh no!
for
But
Elko.
is that the bugged one where you get it before the line? That's what it looked like to me.
It came up before the line. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Gobo as well in the pits.
So he's getting Codemasters.
Wow.
And new front wing going on to that Alfa Romeo. So Elko on his way again, and yeah, quite far away, of course. He's gonna be ahead of those Aston Martins still. So. Oh no!
And Cotello gets a move on Matu. I don't know how he managed to do that because it was through this twisty section there.
Missed that on camera, but yeah, he's ahead there. And those 3 second penalties coming in now fast. Matu actually has already 2 of them. Wow. 6 seconds on lap 5.
Wow.
Oh, and he actually taps the wall there as well.
Yeah, so so easy to do. You might get away with it, but yeah, you don't want to be doing that too often.
Oh, and what happened there for Matu? He's just completely pulled over there, so he's just stopped off the track. So I wonder what's the problem here for him? I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah,
Having some technical difficulties or something. He's basically pulled over there in turn 22, and I'm not really sure why. But he's back going again. And there's
another Aston Martin, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, it is there completely without a front wing actually there. So a lot of debris on track. I wonder if this could be a safety car of sorts. I don't think so. Yeah, because the flag is already gone.
Oh, and swimming teacher, big track extension there. Let me just check and see if he has got any warnings to his name. No, he does not. Gets away with that one.
And he's managed to drop Mickey Mouse from DRS behind him. So it's been a few races since he drove last, and he's coming back with a blast. Just checking, where's Paguel now after that drive-through penalty? Only 9 seconds from the lead. Yeah. And he's coming back fast.
Yeah, I'm just right on board with him, and he looks like he's in full control of this car, making it look fairly easy, which it is not, I can assure you.
Yeah, Cotello quite close to Tunari for P3 here. Let's see if we can get that. He's got DRS open on the back straight here, and he's closing in really fast, going on the outside, and the corner might just come in a little bit too fast, but he might get him on the main straight here if he chooses to deploy a little bit of battery here. Yeah, DRS open again, and he's definitely got to get him here. So much overspeed onto the main straight, and then we are onward for another lap.
Oh, and Keeper Mikeson loses 2 moves in as many corners. Really struggling here for these fast corners. Meepo up to P12 then.
Yeah, Meepo trying to make his way back up the field. Elko picks up the fastest lap of the race actually.
Yeah, and those fresh mediums. Yeah.
Yep. P9 and yeah, Meepo DRS open. Yeah, after turn 1, a little bit of a late move, and there is not really enough space to make that move work there. And let's see if he's gonna try to do something here in the first sector. There's really no way past here, so he's gonna have to wait for one of the straights, I guess. And we have a yellow flag, and I think that's DNF McLaren in the pit lane. Yeah, so Matto has retired from the race.
It's 2 drivers out. We're down to 14 drivers then.
Yep. And Meepo still having to wait there, so not so easy for him. Well, Gobo of course is also on those quite fresh softs ahead of him, so it's not going to be an easy move for Meepo, I guess. Oh, but Gobo actually taps the wall there, and I wonder if Meepo... I think Meepo is going to be patient here and wait for the DRS on the back straight. He should be, at least, because it's going to be a bit of a risk if he tries to send one on the inside here. Yeah, he's going to wait for this DRS on the back straight. It's a little bit of a mess out of that corner, but I think the DRS is going to be strong enough for him to get him here. Maybe. Doesn't really pick up the toe there and goes on the inside into the final corner, and once again a little bit of a late move maybe by Meepo, but I think now he's gonna get him to turn 1 for sure with DRS and a little bit of battery here. Gobo deploys a little bit, but I think he's gonna be defenseless here. Yeah, Meepo taking that P11 from Gobo.
Yeah, and I see a move Bryn here for P3. Catello's under threat from Tenari. It seems to struggle though, following the car ahead here. Every time he gets closer, these kind of twisty sections loses a bit of pace.
Yeah, he's getting a good toe here on the, and Gobo actually picks up 3 seconds behind Meepo, and yeah, Cotella struggling a little bit at the head of theirs, and I think this is gonna get Tunari back into play for the overtake here. And did he not get DRS? Here. Did he not get DRS?
I think he did. I heard the beep, but I wonder, is he just planning on doing the overtake in this section now, or
maybe
the DRS activated, and the move is done. P3 for Tenari.
Yeah, so these guys are trading positions here. Bugwell into the pits now for I'm guessing the medium tires, and Megan Pope. Oh no! I wonder if these are now the bugged speeding penalties in the pit lane. It's gonna be a nightmare for the FIA afterward. But yeah. Oh, and
Megan
he's actually having
he's getting a front wing change as well. So not sure where he picked up that damage, but he was hanging on to the back of Paguel there quite nicely. But I did notice he dropped off by a second on that last lap. So yeah, front wing damage somewhere.
And Gobo actually re-overtakes Meepo, by the way, for P10 now. So those fresh softs, of course, are a little bit faster maybe at this point yet than Meepo's 6-lap-old mediums. What does it say, 6-lap-old mediums? He put them on lap 1, right?
Oh my word! Oh my word! We almost had a Verstappen Lewis Hamilton situation there. Paguel and Carhu. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, like one of the cars slowed down and Paguel nearly lost the front wing. Managed to avoid that. Don't know what happened there. What Carhu was up to?
Yeah, I wonder what. But anyway, he's dropped well back now. So Paguel on his way again.
I think Carhu was actually letting him pass, knowing that Paguel's the faster guy on the fresher tires. But yeah, probably not the best place to have done it.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse into the pits as well, and I suppose this is also for the medium tires. He does not get a front wing change, so normal stop for him. Let's see, where does he come out in ahead of the other McLaren. So that means Paguel definitely has some work ahead of him to win this race, at least because of that drive-through penalty, of course. And yeah, the top 3 still on their way.
Well, here's some information. Swimming teacher P1 currently 2 warnings. He's 1 warning away from 3 seconds, as well as Paguel. He's got 2 warnings.
Yeah.
So I reckon we're going to see a lot more penalties by the time this race is through. And I've lost my intervals in the top 10.
Yeah, same here. So I'm not sure what's that's a Codemasters moment again, but I guess they might fix themselves when they go across the line again. Let's hope so. And Hardship picks up a penalty as well. So Elko has already 11 seconds, man. it's, it's quite a lot. But I think one of them was that weird penalty in the pit lane.
Bertello getting
Yep.
ahead of Tanari there, and I think they're going to pit this lap, but they may wish to extend. Catello's definitely indicating that he's going to pit, and they both do. Pull into the pit. I thought they might want to extend a little bit there just to gamble with a safety car, but yeah, all in the pits. Swimming teacher as well, onto those fresh mediums.
Yeah, let's see. He should come out well ahead of anybody else who has already made their pit stop. So swimming teacher in the best position to win this race at the moment. Mickey Mouse is actually relatively close behind him, but about 1 point whatever it is, 2 seconds away. Yeah. So. Oh, and he does pick up that penalty, as you say. Yeah, yeah. So that's the third warning.
Ooh, a Nordic running very, very wide just ahead of swimming teacher there, so he's struggling on these 10 level mediums. Sure, he's got a few warnings to his name as well. I'll just check it. Yeah, 3 warnings apparently, but
guess one of them is something else, and yeah, he swimming teacher already passes him there, so yeah, I wonder if he sort of let him pass there, or what's the deal there. So Nordic, quite like a safety car at this point, I guess. You could get the softs to the end from here, I guess.
Yeah, and I tell you what, like, I mean, we're 11 laps in, and the field isn't spread out too much. I mean, there's quite a bunch of groups running quite closely together here.
Yeah, and Mickey Mouse is gonna make a move here on the Nordic and take that P2. 1.6 seconds away only from swimming teacher at the moment, so it's kind of interesting. And yeah, Nordic getting out of the way of his teammate there, and see what he chooses to pit already. So yeah, you can go to the softs already and get to the end of the race from here. So, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's gonna do. No way he's gonna go on the hards at least. Yeah, that's a soft tire on the pit crew there, and he gets a wing change as well. So that's why he was struggling, I guess.
Ah, that would make sense, yeah, because he really did go wide in that corner. That was on board with him.
Yeah. Tunari also out of the pit lane, so Cotello and he are gonna continue their duel for. Yeah, it is actually P4 and 5 because Elko, I guess, can go to the end on those older mediums. Nordic 3 seconds.
Ooh, and I think Elko either touched the wall or he just kissed it a little bit. Is coming under pressure from Mickey Mouse on these fresh mediums. 5 lap difference on the tires will be a factor in this, I'm sure.
Yep.
But DRS is going to come into play as well, of course, and DRS. Both drivers running around about the same, around about 40%.
Mickey Mouse, DRS open, he's closing, but is it gonna be enough? I don't think so for the final corner at least. Elko goes defensive on the inside there, and Mickey Mouse gets gets really loose on the exit there, and I think that's gonna... oh, and he comes into the pits. Did he pick up damage from that contact that you mentioned? Yeah, I think so, because I think... Oh, and he retires from the session as well.
Oh dear, not his day. Tanari as well, got past Cotello once again. So up to P3 for Tanari.
They've been trading positions the entire race, pretty much.
Well, as it stands, Mickey Mouse is provisionally P1 right now on track.
Yeah, swimming teacher is... Yeah, swimming teacher is extending that lead a little bit, lap by lap, but at the moment it's enough for Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, 1 warning to his name. Tanari, 2 warnings, and Cotello only 1 warning.
Yeah, Meepo up to P6, by the way. He just makes a move there as I put the camera on him, and can he keep it against Gobo there? A tricky position to overtake, and they're still side by side, but I think Gobo is gonna give that one up, so Meepo ahead of Gobo, at least this time around. Gobo, of course, will have to pit again, because those softs are surely not gonna go to the end from here. And Meepo is up to P6 again after that incident on lap 1.
Yeah, and he's no penalty to his name as yet, so looking good for Meepo. 2 warnings though, he did pick up a warning on this lap, so obviously that fighting with Gobo, who is making a run. Looks like he's going to send on the inside. Is he going to just maybe back out? Oh yeah, Meepo's doing the old, I'll let you get past, so I have DRS for this one.
Yeah, ahead as well, Kotelo taking P3 again, so Tunar and Kotelo still continuing that fight, and yeah, Meepo takes the DRS and goes back to P6. Oh, and it was a bit of a late lunch from Gobo there.
Yeah, smart driving from Meepo. Good to see from the young man himself.
Yeah, he's definitely improved on that regard. I did always tell him that, you know, his nerves are like his weak point, and he just has to keep his head down, and he'll do well.
Oh, Karhu and Keyboard Magson back in P11, P12, having a right ding dong here. Oh, and there's contact there as Keyboard Magson just clips the back of Karhu's tire there. Oh, and another contact. Yeah.
And I saw a bit of wing there.
Yep. Yeah, a bit of carbon fiber off there, so that'll be another pit stop for Keyboard Magson, who will be able to get to the end. So on sauce, I want to see pits here, but that is obviously not how he wanted this race to go.
Yeah, and that's kind of kissing goodbye to his chances for points unless there's a safety car of sorts, and we have a yellow flag as I say that in sector 1, but still don't really see anything there, so maybe that's just some sort of a ghost yellow flag, I don't know.
Yeah, we got Pagwell, got up to P4, got past Tanari, but Tanari does have the DRS here, and he looks like he is going to go for this move on the inside. Oh, and yeah. Oh, it leaves out a lot of room there for Pagwell, so some nice racing from these two.
Yeah, and I wonder
side by side still.
Yeah, I wonder what happened, because Kotelo is now a little bit away from them, so did Tunari make some sort of a mistake here? Does he... let's see, he's still just about able to follow here. I don't know why. I wonder if he has some sort of invisible damage on his car. No, maybe not. Quite hard to say, but he's definitely dropped a little bit away from Kotelo, who is now in P3. Paguel already up to P4 after that drive-through he had to serve early in the race.
And with Swim Teacher doing what he needs to do up front there, he has extended that lead to 3.2. As more time penalties come in, it's actually Kipper Magson 5-second speeding penalty in the pits. Not his day today at all.
No, and I think he's gonna drop behind his teammate Sinister. So not a great day for the Aston Martin team today.
No safety car as well as yet.
Well, we were kind of hyping it up so much as well, so it's not happening.
Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah. Gobo on how the hell do I say this in English? Duip? Yeah, whatever. Duip in Finnish. And Gobo getting it all wrong through there in 22 and 23. DRS open, but it's not going to be close enough. Oh, and Meepo... Wonder if he has damage, or does he just had enough of those mediums? Maybe he's decided that they're not going to go to the end or something, because no wing change, just a new set of softs for Meepo.
Yeah, and he is going to come out, I believe, in P9, I think.
Yep. Duip and Gobo just go ahead of him right now, or do they actually? They're side by side at the pit exit, and they don't actually. That's P7
That's
for
crucial
Meepo.
for Meepo, yeah. P7 out ahead of those two guys. If he had come out behind them, it would have been a different story, but he's got those fresh sauce on, so we'll be able to put these to good use, hopefully. Gobo as well on fresh sauce, but he's obviously, these two guys behind have the time penalty to their name already.
And Meepo still doesn't have a penalty. He's gonna have to work hard to drop these guys from DRS though, and he's doing exactly that, by the way, as I say that, so almost a second away now. Now already ahead of them.
Oh, Paguel up to P3.
Yeah.
Passes his teammate, Cotello, so Nice recovery drive from Paguel. Can he win this race? I mean, how far is he off?
Uh,
8 seconds?
I don't think he's quite got the pace for that. So let's see. That's a 1:30.5 for him this lap, and I don't know if you can open the race director and see what swimming teacher's pace is like, but I think he's not gonna be a second faster than him. Probably not, at least.
Yeah, last lap 1:31 flat from swim
Yeah, it's
teacher.
half a second or so. So I don't think that's gonna. Without a safety car, I don't think he's quite got the pace to win this race. But let's see.
Yeah,
Still
and Mickey
8
Mouse
laps to go.
Mickey Mouse only one warning to his name, so he still is in with a shout for the win here. 3.7 is a gap. We'll have to bang some laps in here.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that gap. 4.6 at the moment from Paguel to Mickey Mouse first of all, and it's coming down slowly. But is it fast enough for Paguel? And Meepo did actually manage to drop those guys from behind him, so he's clear of those two guys, and Gobo behind him actually does pick up another penalty. So Meepo is definitely safe for now.
Yeah, he's got 11.5. A lot of clear air ahead of him. 11.5 is the gap to P6, but these softs will be beneficial right now. They'll be in their prime, so may see that gap tumble down in the next few laps.
Yeah, and Aston Martins and the Red Bull of Karhus battling for P11, 12, and 13 here in Sector 1. And Sinister on those old hards versus these fresh softs, I think he's gonna be a sitting duck here. Oh, and Hartza picks up another penalty. 11 seconds for Hartza at the moment. Yeah, this is not a keyboard track, is it? He should have raced on the wheel, I think. Duip overtaking Gobo, maybe in the turn 1, side by side, and they touch wheels a little bit there, and I think Duip has to yield for now. Were you saying something, or?
I just went, yeah, I mean, that corner does tend to throw up a lot of kind of dicey moments there. We've seen a few moves through that turn 1. Obviously, the DRS and that start-finish rate is quite crucial. And Keeper Maxing does get past his teammate here, so there is action at the back as well of this Grand Prix. But Sinister on those hards and their old hards. So,
surprisingly, hanging in there surprisingly well on those old hards, I would say. And Karhu also behind them on DRS wide open, and he's got a lot of battery behind him as well, and it's gonna be 3 wide into turn 1, or is it? No, he decides to yield that one up.
There's a green wall ahead of Karhu, so he's got his work cut out as Sinister and Keeper Myson are still going at it here.
Yeah, Tunari in the pits. What is that for? Is that that's a new front wing as well? So yeah, I don't even know how many front wings have we seen change today, but a lot of them.
That'll be music to the ears of Meepo, as he's going to benefit from this. He's going to pick up another position. I'll put him back into his coveted P6 slot.
Yeah, it's going to be close, I think, but Meepo just might get this. Yeah, I think so, because Tunari coming out of the pit lane, and yeah, he's going to be behind Meepo, just behind Meepo though, on fresh soft. So it's going to be a race to the end of the Grand Prix from here.
Oh, and Megan Pope picks up another 3 seconds, so he had a 5-second penalty already. That makes it 8 seconds, which means Meepo is in contention for a P5 finish here if he can keep up this pace.
Yeah, true. If we if we go by the assumption that that is a real 5-second penalty, because we've seen those weird glitchy 5-second penalties for speeding in the pit lane as well. But yeah, let's go with that for now. We don't know.
Maybe I'm speaking too soon though, because Tunari has just come out of the pits. He is on fresh offs as well, and he's within DRS range already here. So Meepo is under pressure, going to have to work for this position.
Yeah, I think Meepo just has to once again keep his head down here. Maybe let him pass him and let him drag him along for now, because those fresh softs are going to be really fast for 2 laps.
Oh, and Paguel in the pits here as well. Oh. We've got another
front wing
pitting. Is it? Yeah, from wing change again, so it's working out well as Meepo. Oh yeah, Tanari is lining Meepo up for a move here on the start finish, and Meepo just pulling over and conceding that move, not without too much effort. Knows it's not worth fighting at this point.
And Paguel ahead of them still, even after that wing change. So that's the advantage that he has on those guys.
Yeah, Tanari has that time penalty as well, doesn't it? Oh, and Meeple clips the wall, and I believe
Oh
that
no!
might well be damage.
I didn't see that at all from the camera angle I had, but okay. Did he hit like the inside wall or what happened there?
Yeah, hit the inside wall, just turned in a little bit too early.
He definitely has
And
damage.
he's struggling here big time, falling down the order quickly. And he knows it's all over, it seems. It'll be devastating for him. Looking good for him for so long.
And his wing seems intact, but he definitely has damage, and he's probably very frustrated in that cockpit right now, and let's see what he chooses to do. He can still get a point or two here,
Nordic.
even if he has to pit. Yep, sorry.
Yeah, with a car off, Nordic, it doesn't
Oh.
look like it'd be a safety car worthy. Don't see any damage on the car there, but mistake from Nordic puts him down. Well, I think he was already in P10.
Oh, and this battle for the back marker slot here is still going on here, because the Aston Martins once again going side by side through turn 5 here, and can they somehow make it? And still side by side through here. This is gonna cost them a lot of time, and Karhu is also trying to find a way through. He has to yield for the lapping. I think that's Mickey Mouse who's lapping them at the moment there. So this is crazy, because they're now in the way of Mickey Mouse a little bit here. Oh, and they just can't. Oh, and what's that? Sinister almost into the wall behind there as well. So much action for P11.
Yeah, you can tell both these drivers are not super confident with the car at the minute, and that really does affect your kind of pace. Like you're going into corners, and you might break a little bit more than the guy behind is expecting, and that's when you can pick up a bit of damage. So it's good to see these guys battling at the back though. As up front, it looks like Someone Teacher has got this win in the bag if he can keep it nice and tidy. No more penalties with 4-second gap. Should see him keep this lead and take the win today.
Yeah, and pretty much the only battle on track at the moment is for that P11 there. Paguel is about to catch Megan Pope, but I think he's should be able to easily overtake him with those fresh softs once he does.
I think we're past the point of a safety car coming out. It's lap 22 at the minute.
Yeah, I guess this is the lap that it can still come out on, because technically I think the next lap is when it will finally have to come into the pit. So technically we can still get a safety car in this lap, and Hartz actually goes really wide there on in sector 1.
And does Megan Pope have an issue? Paguel is closed in rightly on him.
No, I think he's just got older tires, so 12 laps on those mediums, and Paguel pitted for that fresh set of softs and a new front wing, so he's gonna fly past him, isn't he? I think already here on this short DRS straight going on the outside, and just, so much more speed through there. And Paguel up to P4. He's had a lot of issues in this race and is still in P4.
Yeah, it's good to see him working his way through the field every time. He hasn't had an issue, stuck with it, and there is a yellow flag in sector 2. It looks like is it
Gobo. Yeah, he's had an issue there in a very odd corner, I would say, in I think that's 13, and he doesn't seem to have damage in his car, so he's on his way. And Nordic retires in the pit lane. Why would he do that? He was in the points.
Yeah, that puts Keeper Magnussen up, so that means that the Sinister, who's actually going for that P10 move, then is up into the points. So oh no!
And Hartz goes like completely across and gets a penalty for his efforts. And I think Sinister's now, and Karhu is now trying to find a way through both of them there, and he's actually already overtaken Sinister. Paguel sets the fastest lap of the race, and I think that's also the lap record, because we don't have a lap record yet on this track. And Karhu really going for it, but really also sliding there, and now he's gonna lose the position to Sinister again.
Yeah, Karhu has not had the best race here at the back. He's really got the pace on these guys, but he just can't get past them. There's Cotello as well, down to P5, Megan Pope up to P4 there.
And has Kotelo had some sort of an issue here because he's losing a lot of time. He must have picked up damage somewhere. Let's see if we can get a camera angle that we can actually see something. And yeah, his front wing seems intact, but he must have made a mistake there. Yeah, I'm not sure. He's sort of hanging in there now, so maybe if he has damage, it's minor. Anyway.
Yeah, he might come under attack from Tanare, who is closing in. He's almost within DRS range, and I think he will be by the next kink in the corner here. Yeah, he is indeed within DRS range, so Catello has to watch out from behind. Catello, of course, no penalties, so that will go in his favor as they cross the line. This is the penultimate lap as well.
Yeah, Kotelo must have some sort of damage. He's losing so much through the corners now all the time. And
and at the back again,
yep.
Ice, yeah, it's almost 3 wide. It's 2 wide actually between the Aston Martin and the Red Bull. Is Carhu actually going to get past here? He's up to P10 currently.
Finally.
He does indeed. He's holding that position, so...
and I think should be able to drive away from there, I think, on those fresher soft. Let's see. And Tunari already actually has overtaken Kotelo. So yeah, Kotelo must have picked up some sort of damage there. I wonder what happened there, maybe in sector 1 or something. But he's basically lost that P3 that looked very certain for him for a long time.
Sinister still on the back of Carhu. So this battle for P10 is turning into an epic battle. We've still got one more lap after this one, so it's not over yet, as Sinister is low on ERS, but does have DRS at hand, as does Keeper Meissen just about. Oh, actually, Keeper Meissen's out of DRS range now.
Yeah, I think Hartza is out of this play, and he's got a lot of penalties as well, so he's not going to be in the battle for points. And we have a yellow flag again, but I think everything is moving there, so we'll wonder what is that for. Is
that P1?
Is he out of fuel or something? And
oh my word!
No.
Oh my word! Oh right, I know what's happened. He has expected multiple safety cars in this race, and under fuel massively. He's like,
and he's gonna have to do a full lap without fuel. No way.
Oh
And Carhu, by the way, has retired at the same time, so I wonder. I'm really not sure what is going on here right now. Guimapet there choosing to swimming teacher choosing to cut the tractor, I guess, to try and get away with that. He's definitely out of fuel here.
Yeah, and a 10-second penalty you give him. Oh, Paguel, DNFs, what the?
What is going on? Is that in the pit lane? I think it is. So I'm not really sure. So Duip and Gobo also going for it here. So there's too much going on at the moment to commentate on everything. Duip and Gobo going for it into turn 5, but Gobo chooses to stays ahead.
Yeah, that retirement was in the pit end from Paguel, and Meebo does pick up his first time penalty on the last lap of the race, as everything's falling apart for these guys ahead. Yeah, P2, a swimming teacher, just about holding on to P2 for now, but that's going to change pretty soon as Tanari is closing in rapidly, flies by, takes that P2 spot, P3, Megan Pope, and Catello will be the next one to pass swimming teacher as swimming teacher gets out of the way nice and early there. Catello out to P4, so how many more cars are going to get him before the end here? I think Skobo is the next one.
Yeah, he might have just enough for that. I don't know. Let's see. He's still so much slower there, of course. And Mickey Mouse, anyway, wins this race and by a pretty big gap to the guys behind because of all that. Whatever happened on the final lap, penultimate lap there, and Tunari goes across the line in second. But Kotelo does actually take it because of the penalties. So Kotelo Tunari for P2 and 3, and then Megan Pope P4. Guimapet will he make it across the line ahead of Gobo? No, he doesn't make it.
He won't, and he's got that massive time penalty as well, so he may lose another position. He does indeed do up to P6.
Oh no.
And Meepo, the next driver to cross the line, will have that 3-second time penalty added on at this time. If he hadn't had that 3-second time penalty, he would have passed swimming teacher.
Yeah. Oh no. So he basically did a Makender, because I'm gonna call it a Makender, because Makender did it in Singapore, I think, and he sort of decided to take a lot of minus fuel and gambled that there's gonna be a safety car, and there wasn't. And there wasn't a safety car today. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's all down to
Crazy.
swimming teacher. If you bank on there not being a safe or on there being a safety car, there will be no safety car. That's the rules.
Yeah.
Apparently, I found that out myself the hard way as well. But not quite as hard as swimming teacher, who ran out one lap before the end of the Grand Prix. Still manages to bring home some points. So fair play to him for sticking with it. But there you go. What a race.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse extending his championship lead. Kotelo Tunari in P2 and 3, and then a bunch of people with penalties: Megan Pope, Gobo, Duip, swimming teacher, Meepo, who, as you say, would have actually got that P7 if he didn't pick up that 3-second penalty on the final lap of the race. Meepo, of course, quite unlucky in this race as well. Gets 4 points anyway to bring home. From here, Paguel in P9, even though he, I think, DNF'd in the pits, but he was a lap down anyway.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
So Sinister picks up that final point in this race after that huge battle between him and Karhu for most of this race, and Keyboard Magnussen as well.
Wow, what a race. I mean, it was kind of settling down at the end there, and I thought it would be a formality kind of finish, but yeah, swimming teacher made it very exciting at the end there.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of people who want to talk to us. I did give them like the option that if they want to speak Finnish, that'll be perfectly fine as well. So let's see how it is. Just give me 1 second here. Just need to. How do I? Messing around. Come on. Anyway, yep. So who do we want to talk to first? Let's get our race winner in here. A race winner today, Mickey Mouse. Do you want to speak in Finnish or English first of all?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so
we can go English.
Yeah, let's go English
sure.
then.
Let's try it. Never
I'm sure it'll be fine because even I can manage it. So it's me and OceanChief here in the commentary booth, and welcome.
Hey.
So another race win for you, and you're extending your championship lead. Can you tell us about your race? I kind of forgot everything that already happened, so it was a pretty crazy race the last few laps.
Well, in the qualifying, I was about I was going for 1:27.1 and invalidated, so I was left for P4 for the race, and clean race, no penalties. Other drivers took penalties, and I just tried to hang on there without a penalty, and kind of lucky victory in the end because of the fuel of Uimaupetta's car.
And
it was I was kind of shocked when there was yellow flags on the main straight, and I was thinking could be and it was the fuel. So, we'll take those.
Yeah, and he had to drive an entire lap without fuel. That was kind of crazy, and he dropped down to P7, I think it was, all the way at the end there. So good race for you. And OceanChief, do you have something for Mickey Mouse?
I was just going to say, as far as I'm aware, you only had one warning. Is that right?
Yeah, it was one warning in the, I think, 7th corner. Yeah.
Wow.
I think so. Yeah.
That in itself is, that's commendable. I know how hard it is to go fast. Well, I don't know how hard it is to go fast because I can't go fast at this track. But I know how easy it is to pick up those warnings. It's just like a slight late turn in or early turn in, you get a bit of front wing damage. So yeah, I mean, respect to you. And we were looking at that gap. You were P2, and the guy had the 3-second penalty, and we were thinking maybe if you're just able to find a little bit of pace. But yeah, in the end, it didn't matter. We were as gobsmacked as you when we saw that P1 had run out of fuel one lap before the end. So yeah, fair play, and a great win from you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was Uimaupetta. He's a really fast driver, and he was about I think when we pitted, it was about 2.8 seconds, and I tried to stay inside 3 seconds, but I had no battery, and I think he had more and was driving really well. So I just tried to hang on and see if there comes another 3-second penalty or something, but yeah, turned out well for me.
Great race. Yeah.
All right, great. Thanks. And maybe one last question for you. Next week we go to USA. How's that look for you?
I've driven there once, I think. I like the track. Yeah, it's nice. Have to do some work next week to get some pace, but yeah, we'll see then.
All right. Thanks, and fair play to you for speaking English to us. Fair play to you
Yeah,
for
sure.
speaking.
Thanks.
All right, thanks.
I think he spoke better English than I usually do. So yeah.
Yeah. I think most Finnish people are quite good at that. So let's see, who do we bring in next? Let's bring our P2 in. Welcome Tunari to the live stream. First question: do you want to speak English or Finnish?
Yeah, I'm good with English.
Okay, great. So P3 for you at the end there. How was that race for you? There are quite a lot of incidents on the final 2 laps there with Uimapet there running out of fuel and all sorts. But yeah, tell us about your race.
Yeah, I mean, considering what happened, I got wing damage twice, so
Yeah.
it was pretty good. I said pre-race after the quali that P4 is like the maximum I can get, but I got P3, so I have to be happy. The pace wasn't like too good, but yeah.
All right, great, and another podium in your name, and I think you are. Let's see, I'm gonna have to look here because my memory isn't so great. So yeah, you're P3 in the championship, and I think you might actually almost got Uimapet with this result. So yeah, good result for you today.
It's alright, but yeah, Mickey Mouse gains on the championship a bit.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, and next week we have USA. How does that track look like for you?
I actually quite like it. I think it's nice, so I might get a nice result there as well, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually have a question for you. I mean, we saw I'm going to call him swimming teacher.
Yeah.
Under fuel quite a lot, or at least he ran out of fuel 1 lap before the end there. What was your thinking with the fuel going in? Were you tempted to maybe run it a bit, lean, or did you have plenty there in the tank?
I was considering to go minus on the fuel in case of safety car and that, but I went +1 laps just because you never know, and yeah, it worked out because there was no safety car, so
Yeah, that's I was saying on stream, like anytime you kind of bank on there being safety cars is when there is no safety car. So
yeah.
Smart move there.
Yeah.
All right, so thanks Tunari, and we wish you well for the next races in the season.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
And then let's bring in Megan Pope, I guess, who was P4 in the race today. So welcome to the live stream. First question for you as well, Megan Pope, because I've given this opportunity to everybody else. So do you want to speak Finnish or English?
English is fine.
Okay, great. Let's do it then. So everybody is very courageous today. Nice to hear. P4 for you today. Just 3 seconds away from P3, and yeah, tell us about your race.
Yeah, I hit the wall in the lap 4 maybe, and a little bit damaged my front wing, so I had to try around 5 laps with the damaged wing, so I kind of lost time there, but then made a pit stop and hit a quite good stint with mediums. I got a very, very weird 5-second penalty in the pit line. Let's see if we can make anything about that, but
Yeah. Was it the one where you get it before you actually cross the line? Because I've seen that before.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, let's see. I have to check it again, but
I'm sure if you report that to the FIA, they will consider removing that. So you might actually be P2 then, right? If I look.
Yeah, that would be if they agree that then maybe, but let's see. It's not up to me.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that they will take it away as long as you were under the limit on the line.
Okay,
actually.
Okay, let's take you to the judges then you can promise me that already.
Yeah, I'm not one of the judges, but I'm almost certain because I've seen that bug before in our league races as well in SLR. So Chief, do you have something for Megan Pope?
No, I was just going to ask about that penalty as you went into the pits, because I think we kind of I caught it anyway where it seemed to come up before you actually crossed the pit entry line. So yeah, fair play to you, P2 then. It looks like anyway. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm happy with P4 anyway, so it's all plus from here. So let's see.
Yeah, good job, man. Good job.
Thank you.
And you are, I'm just gonna check here, P8 in the championship, and I think you're gonna overtake Coyote at least, regardless
Yeah,
of the result
probably
you
he
get.
wasn't
So.
driving today, so
Yeah.
it's always points for me when other guys don't drive.
Next week we have USA. How do you like that?
It's actually a new truck for me. I haven't driven it at all in this game, so let's see. But I think at least in the real formula it seems pretty interesting and funny track. So let's see what we can make it up.
Okay, great. Thanks, Megan Pope, and we wish you well for the upcoming races.
Thank you. See you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
And then we have our favorite, of course, Mr. Meepo. I'm sure you can speak English to us, right? So P. What was it? P8 for you, I think, at the end there.
Somewhere there, I don't know.
Yeah, you had your fair share of incidents in this race. But just tell us about your race, man.
Well, exactly. First lap, like third corner, I don't know anymore what happened there, but I think Lese, the Ferrari, was coming off track. He hit the Haas Kotelo, and after that he spun. He kind of teleported spun, like warped, and I hit him and broke my front wing because of it.
Oh, so you got involved in that. Yeah, I kind of saw it partially on the camera there that Lese was lagging quite a bit. I think it's not the first time it's happened to him,
Definitely.
so maybe that's something that we have to talk about after the race, that he should probably try and fix his connection maybe. But yeah, very unfortunate for you then. You didn't really have the best of qualifying, as I recall, like only P10, or was that the plan, or?
Definitely not the plan. I just can't drive with this headache and everything, so.
Okay. So you were not feeling that well then.
No, this is what you get when you're sick.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that, so unfortunate. But some points at least for considering the circumstances. I guess that's okay.
I mean, this is not the best track for being sick and having a headache.
Yeah, I guess Formula 1 in general isn't really the easiest sport to do when you're sick. But Chief, do you have anything for me, Bo?
Yeah, I just have a few questions actually. The first one is, how's your monitor? The second one is, why did you pit? Sorry, jeez. Why did you pit then? I mean, we saw you were on the mediums, and you decided to pit then for those softs. Like, were they not feeling great at that point, or did you have?
I just like wanted to beat for them because I knew I was losing time to the cars ahead. So I just wanted to try to catch them up, but that didn't really work. Somehow.
Yeah. And the other thing was the last lap. Then we were kind of talking the whole way through the race. You didn't pick up a penalty, and then bang, there it was. And I think it did cost you a position in the end. But I mean, hearing that you're sick and stuff, we can obviously forget. I'll not give you too hard a time over that. Hopefully, you get better soon. And yeah, I think Ice was saying the next track is USA. Then, so how are you feeling about that one?
Not good, huh?
No, definitely not good. No.
Not good.
No,
okay.
No. Rest of 3 tracks that are in this calendar, Imola and Brazil are the only ones that are like. Rest of them are absolute shite.
Nah, I don't know. I haven't even checked it. Well, maybe you're right. To an extent, Suzuka is definitely good, but
I mean, we have USA, Australia, Mexico, Imola, Monaco, Japan, and Spain, and Brazil.
Sounds like an interesting last half of the season for me. But yeah. Anyway, so from Meepo, I guess we can gather that he's not looking forward to USA at least. But yeah, thanks Meepo for talking to us, and we hope you get well soon enough. So
maybe not. Who knows?
I'm sure you will. Just drink some, I don't know, warm tea
milk.
Milk. Yeah, chocolate milk, warm chocolate milk. Oh,
that is. Yeah.
Oh god. Anyway.
Why do you not like warm chocolate milk? It's actually good.
Oh my word.
Do you not drink warm chocolate milk?
No, I don't.
Why not? Why not, man?
this is going a little bit off topic for the stream, but anyway, we'll leave
Yeah,
Meepo to
okay.
his warm chocolate milk and wish him well for the rest of the season. Thanks, Meepo.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe yes. Anyway, thanks,
Okay,
Meepo, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, definitely. Not.
Right. So, he got that last word in on the stream anyway. Yeah, that's it for the race today. A bit of a special one in English with Chief. We were supposed to do this earlier in the season already. We finally did manage it now. So hopefully you've had some fun watching this race. At least we definitely did here in the commentary booth. So it's always nice to commentate with you, Chief.
Yeah, and it was a great race as always. I've only done one other one, but I've watched a few of the races as well. Always a lot of action on track, and absolute pleasure. And I appreciate being invited back. Obviously, it wasn't too bad the last time then. But yeah, anytime, guys, anytime. And thanks again.
Yeah, thanks. And I suppose we'll wrap it up here. Maybe just a reminder that tomorrow we have tier 1 at 1800, the normal time, and of course today in just over half an hour the real life F1 quali, and then tomorrow we have the tier 1 race and the real F1 race, of course. So plenty of racing to come this week. Thanks so much, everybody, and have a good evening. Goodbye.